not in the mood. It just keeps moving. So here's the real question. Are you going to let your emotions lead your life? Or are you going to grab the wheel and take control? Because every time you skip the work, every time you say, I'll do it later, every time you wait to feel ready, you fall behind. You weren't built to be controlled by moods. You were built to get it done no matter what. To grind when it hurts. To push when you're empty. To rise while others sleep. Your emotions are lying to you, but your actions, they'll tell the truth. Stop waiting to feel it. Just show up. Grind anyway. Win anyway. Success needs discipline, not emotion. Let's make one thing clear from the start. Your emotions are not the steering wheel. They're not the GPS. Hell, they shouldn't even be in the car. Because when you let your emotions drive, you don't just lose direction, you destroy everything. You overthink, you hesitate, you second-guess yourself, you cancel your own momentum, and before you know it, your dreams are dead. Buried under a mountain of, I'll do it tomorrow. That's how average people live, and that's why they stay average. Because they only act when they feel good. When everything's perfect, when the weather's nice, when they're in the mood. But guess what? That mood, it's temporary. It's fragile. It's soft. You want to build something legendary. Off of that, forget it. You'll start 100 times and finish 0. You'll grind for a week and disappear for a month. You'll chase consistency. But emotions don't do consistency. They're up one day, down the next. They're loyal to comfort, not commitment. And if you keep letting them run the show, you're never leaving the starting line. Let me tell you the truth most people avoid. Success is not emotional. It's mechanical. It's systematic. It's brutal. It rewards those who do what needs to be done, especially when they don't feel like it. Winners, they don't ask, am I motivated today? They don't check their energy. They don't check the weather. They wake up, they lock in, and they execute. They do the sets, they take the calls. They study, they train, they build, they bleed. And when the emotions rise, they shut them down. Because they know one thing, discipline is the shield. Discipline is the hammer. Discipline is what keeps swinging when everything in you says, stop. You think that lion's always hungry? No, but he hunts anyway. Because survival isn't optional. Because being the apex predator means acting like one. Even on the days you don't feel like it. That's the mindset. That's the code. That's how greatness is forged. You grind when you're tired. You grind when you're sore. You grind when your heart's broken. You grind when you're stressed. You grind when everyone else is already tapped out. Because this isn't a hobby. This isn't a phase. This is war. And in war, feelings don't matter. Only the result does. You think the Navy SEAL feels good on mile 15? You think Kobe smiled every morning at 4 a.m. on his way to the gym? You think Elon Musk enjoys every 20-hour workday? No. But they did it anyway. Because legends are carved in discomfort. They didn't let emotions make decisions. They let standards do that. They let their mission decide. They let their purpose speak louder than the noise. And that's what you need. A mission so big, emotions become irrelevant. A vision so locked in, no feeling, no excuse, no setback can break you. Because here's the truth. The path to greatness is boring. It's painful. It's lonely. It's repetitive. It's not glamorous. It's grit. It's getting up at 5 a.m. with a sore body and heavy eyes. It's choosing the gym over comfort. It's turning off the phone and locking into your craft. It's being consistent when the fire is gone. And that is what breaks most people. They think success is a highlight reel. They want the glory, not the grind. They want the shine, not the scars. But you're not built like them. You wouldn't be here if you were. You're not here for kind of good. You're not here for almost made it. You want domination. You want to walk in the room and be undeniable. You want to be the feelings. That happens when you build discipline like armor, when you train your mind like a soldier, when your work ethic becomes violent, when your consistency becomes inhuman. So the next time your body screams rest, the next time your mind says not today, you answer with too bad. We go anyway. Because that's the difference. That's the edge. That's the separation between the ones who talk about winning and the ones who actually do it. No emotion, no hesitation, no weakness. Just war mode discipline. Every day, every rep, every decision. You want success? Stop feeling. Start executing. Choose discipline, not emotion. Let's be real. You will not always feel like showing up. You will not always feel strong. You will not always feel motivated, inspired, or fired up. Some days you'll feel tired. Some days you'll feel bored. Some days you'll feel like quitting. And that's okay, because how you feel doesn't matter. What matters is this: do you show up anyway? That's the difference between average and elite. That's the difference between emotional boys and disciplined men. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline only cares if you get it done. Think about it. What if a soldier only trained when he felt like it? What if a lion only hunted when he was in the mood? What if a king only ruled when he felt ready? He'd be dead. He'd be eaten. He'd be overthrown. Because the world doesn't wait for emotions. The world rewards execution. Here's what most people don't get. Your emotions, they are not built to lead you to greatness. They're built for survival, for safety, comfort, laziness. Emotions want the easy route. They want the warm bed, the soft couch, the cheap dopamine. They'll tell you sleep in a little longer. Take a rest day, you've earned it. You can do it tomorrow. Lies. Every single time. Because emotions don't want you to win, they want you to stay comfortable. And comfort is where dreams go to die. But discipline is the weapon. Discipline is the edge. Discipline is the savage mindset that says, I don't care how I feel, I'm showing up anyway. You show up when you're tired. You show up when you're sad. You show up when the motivation is gone. You show up when your mind is screaming for comfort, because champions don't rise when they feel like it. Champions rise because they decided to be unstoppable. Let's break it down even deeper. While you're thinking, while you're feeling, while you're checking your mood and overanalyzing, someone else is already in motion, already on rep 10, already deep into hour 3 of work, already becoming the man you said you wanted to be. And guess what? Life's not going to pause for you. Opportunities won't wait for your head to be in the right place. The clock won't stop ticking just because you're not in the zone. This game is ruthless. You either keep up or get left behind. So stop playing small. Stop letting your emotions call the shots. Stop giving that weak inner voice the microphone. Every time you skip the work because you don't feel like it, you're building a habit of quitting. You're training your brain to surrender. You're teaching yourself to be average, and you weren't born to be average. You want to be respected. You want to be feared. You want to walk into a room and feel like the hardest worker in there. Then it starts with mastering discipline. Because discipline doesn't just get the job done. It builds the beast. It forges the weapon. It makes you bulletproof. You know who's dangerous? Not the loudest guy in the room. Not the biggest or strongest. It's the guy who shows up every single day. Quiet, consistent, committed. The one who doesn't post about it. The one who doesn't complain about it. The one who just does the damn work regardless of how he feels. That guy is a problem. That's the man who becomes undeniable. That's the man people can't compete with. Because while they were waiting for the right moment, he became something they'll never catch. So from now on, no more, I'm not in the mood. No more, I don't feel like it. No more, I'll do it later. You're not a slave to your feelings. You're the master of your fate. You choose what gets done. You choose the hard path. You choose the grind, especially when it hurts. Because every time you choose discipline, you're stacking bricks on the life you want. You're carving yourself into a weapon. You're becoming the version of you that dominates. So the next time you wake up and you feel like quitting, you feel like taking a break, you feel like coasting, remember this. You either control your emotions, or your emotions will control your future. And if they control your future, they will take everything from you. The body, the success, the life, the respect, gone. Because you let your feelings lead the way, so don't. Choose discipline. Every time, no matter what. That's what separates the real ones from the rest. Comfort is the enemy. Consistency is the weapon. Comfort is a trap, a sweet poison, a velvet cage. It looks good, feels good, but it kills you slowly. Because comfort doesn't care about your goals. It doesn't care about your potential. It only wants to keep you where you are. Soft, safe, stagnant. Just take a break. You've earned it. There's always tomorrow. You don't need to go that hard. Lieutenant, after lie, that voice, that's weakness trying to seduce you. And every time you listen, every time you hit snooze, every time you take it easy, you hand over your future. You sacrifice your edge. You lose the battle, one small excuse at a time. But discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It doesn't wait for motivation. It doesn't need permission. It wakes up and says, we go, no matter what. Pain or not, we move. Tired? Good. That's the test. Get up, show up, dominate. Discipline is the warrior's code. It separates the boys from the men, the talkers from the doers, the quitters from the killers. Let me ask you something. You want to be great? You want to win at life? You want to walk into any room and own the energy because they know you've earned it? Then understand this. Comfort is not your friend. Consistency is your weapon. Comfort wants you to chill. Consistency wants you to conquer. Comfort says you've done enough. Consistency says you haven't even scratched the surface. Comfort says, why push so hard? Consistency says, because I have a standard, and I'm not lowering it for anyone. Every time you choose consistency, you sharpen the blade. You harden the mind. You train the body. You discipline the soul. And day by day, brick by brick, you build the machine. And guess what? The world, it notices. They may not say it out loud, but they feel it. The way you walk, the way you speak, the energy you bring. You become undeniable. But let's flip it. Keep chasing comfort. And watch how fast life humbles you. You'll fall behind. You'll become soft, physically, mentally, spiritually. You'll wake up one day full of what-ifs and wasted potential. What if I stayed consistent? What if I didn't quit? What if I pushed through when it got hard? But by then, it's too damn late. You think you're tired now? Try carrying regret for the next 10 years. Try explaining to your future self why you let comfort win, why you stayed average, why you settled. That conversation will break you, and no motivational quote will save you then. But here's the good news. Right now, you still have the choice. You can wake up, shake off the softness, and declare war on comfort. You can choose to operate like a machine, locked in, focused, relentless. You can make this your edge. I do it even when I don't feel like it. I don't miss. I don't skip. I don't negotiate with weakness. I finish what I start. Because anyone can grind when they feel good. That's not special. That's not legendary. What's legendary? Grinding when it sucks. Grinding when you're broken. Grinding when your emotions say quit. And you still say, not today. This is what separates the elite from the average. The savage from the civilian. The lion from the sheep. And let me be crystal clear. This rewards consistency. So if you want to win, if you want to rise while they fall, if you want to walk into the storm with fire in your eyes and say, bring it, then lock in. Dial up the focus. Kill the excuses. Own your schedule and bury comfort once and for all. Because no one's coming to save you. No one's going to do it for you. It's you versus you. Every day.
Look in the mirror. That's the only person standing between where you are and where you want to be. Not your boss, not your parents, not the people who doubted you, just you. Every single day, you wake up with a choice. A choice to push yourself, to get better, to move forward. Or a choice to stay where you are, to make excuses, to let life pass you by. It's you against you. And the outcome, that's on you. Too many people waste time looking around, comparing themselves to others. They see someone else winning and start thinking, why not me? They get caught up in jealousy, in envy, in distractions. But here's the truth, none of that matters. Someone else's success doesn't take away from yours. Their progress doesn't slow you down. The only thing slowing you down is you. Your doubts, your fears, your unwillingness to put in the work. Success isn't about luck. It isn't about talent. It isn't about having the right connections. It's about discipline. It's about showing up every single day and putting in the work when nobody is watching. It's about holding yourself accountable when no one else will. Some people want to be great, but they don't want to sacrifice for it. They want to win, but they don't want to work. They talk about what they're going to do, but never actually do it. And then they wonder why nothing changes. If you want real change, you have to stop lying to yourself. You have to stop making excuses. You have to stop waiting for someone else to believe in you. You have to believe in you. You have to wake up every morning and remind yourself, I'm in control. I decide what happens next. I refuse to settle. I refuse to give up. I will outwork, outlast, and outgrow every version of myself that came before today. Nobody is going to come and save you. Nobody is going to do the work for you. Nobody is going to wake you up early, force you to put in the hours, or push you when you feel like quitting. That's your job. That's your responsibility. You will fail. You will fall short. You will have days when you don't feel like it. That's part of the process. But the people who succeed, they push through those days. They show up anyway. They do the work especially when they don't feel like it. Excuses sound great when you're making them. They give you comfort in the moment. But long term, they steal your future. They rob you of your potential. And before you know it, years go by, and you're still stuck in the same place, wondering what went wrong. The only way to win is to fight through the resistance. To silence the voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. That voice is a liar. That voice is trying to keep you small. That voice is the old version of you, the version you're trying to leave behind. You have everything you need to succeed. It's already inside you. But you have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to keep going, even when it's hard. You have to be willing to compete against yourself every single day. Because at the end of it all, when you look back on your life, the only question that will matter is this. Did I become the best version of myself? No one else can answer that for you. It's up to you to decide. Your move. There is no shortcut, no easy way, no hack that will get you where you want to be without effort. The only way forward is through discipline, consistency, and a relentless commitment to being better than you were yesterday. You see, most people quit when things get tough. They start with excitement, full of motivation, But the moment they hit resistance, they back down. They start looking for an easier path. But here's the reality. There is no easy path. If it were easy, everyone would do it. The reason success is rare is because most people aren't willing to push through discomfort, to embrace the grind, to keep going when everything in them is screaming to stop. And that's where you have the advantage, because you know something they don't. You know that the discomfort, the struggle, the pain, it's all part of the process. It's the price you pay for greatness. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you won't break, that you won't give in, that you will not be defeated by temporary struggles. You have to build a mindset so strong that failure doesn't break you. It fuels you. When you fall, you don't stay down. You get back up, stronger, smarter, and more determined than ever. Because the only way you truly fail is if you quit. And quitting is not an option. Some days you won't feel like it. Some days you'll be exhausted. Some days you'll question if it's all worth it. But let me tell you something. Those are the days that matter the most. Because every time you push through when you don't feel like it, every time you show up, when you could have taken the easy way out, you build mental toughness. You separate yourself from the crowd. You prove to yourself that you are different, that you are relentless, that you are built for something bigger. So stop waiting. Stop looking for permission. Stop hoping someone will come along and push you. You don't need anyone else to validate you. You don't need a pat on the back. You don't need external motivation. Everything you need is already inside you. The greatest victories in life come from winning the battle with yourself, conquering your self-doubt, silencing your excuses, showing up even when it's hard. That's where real success is built. Not in the moments of glory, but in the moments of struggle. When nobody is watching, when nobody is clapping, when it's just you and your decision to keep going. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. You get what you fight for. You get what you refuse to quit on. So wake up. Take control. Set your standard higher. And don't stop until you become the person you were meant to be. Because at the end of the day, the only competition is you. Now go. Win the battle. You can keep living the way you have been. Waiting, hesitating, making excuses. Or you can make a choice right now. A choice to step up. A choice to stop being a spectator in your own life. A choice to stop watching other people succeed while you sit back wondering when your turn will come. Your turn comes the moment you decide to take control. The moment you stop blaming your circumstances, your past, your situation. The moment you take full ownership of your life. Because here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to do the work for you. And the longer you wait for someone else to push you, the further behind you'll fall. Success isn't given. It's earned. It's earned in the early mornings when you drag yourself out of bed while everyone else is still sleeping. It's earned in the late nights when you're working while everyone else is watching TV. It's earned in the moments of sacrifice when you choose to stay focused instead of chasing distractions. And don't you dare say you don't have time, because you do. You just don't want it bad enough. You have the same 24 hours as everyone else. The question is, what are you doing with them? Are you wasting them, or are you using them to build the life you want? People say they don't have time, but they have time for Netflix. They have time to scroll on social media. They have time to gossip, to party, to do things that bring them zero value. But when it comes to working on themselves, suddenly they have no time. If you want to change your life, you have to change how you spend your time. You have to change how you think. You have to change how you talk to yourself. You have to change how you show up every single day. The person person you were yesterday doesn't matter. It's gone. You can't change it. But the person you are today, that's in your control. And the person you will be tomorrow depends on the choices you make right now. So what's it going to be? Are you going to stay the same? Are you going to keep repeating the same habits, the same mistakes, the same excuses? Or are you going to take control and become the person you know you are meant to be? You owe it to yourself to push past your limits. You owe it to yourself to stop playing small. You owe it to yourself to wake up every day and give everything you have. Because when it's all said and done, when you look back on your life, the only thing that will matter is this. Did you give it everything? Did you push yourself beyond what you thought was possible? Did you refuse to quit when it got hard? Did you become the best version of yourself? Or did you settle? Did you let excuses win? Did you let fear keep you from taking action? If you don't like where you are, change. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, do something about it. If you want more from life, go get it. Nobody is stopping you but you. So make a decision. Make a commitment. Draw the line today and refuse to go back to the person you were. Step up. Lock in. Be relentless. And never forget, the only competition is you. Now go prove to yourself what you're capable of. Most people go through life playing defense, reacting, waiting, hoping things will change. But winners, they play offense. They don't wait for life to hand them an opportunity. They create it. They don't sit around wishing for things to get easier. They get stronger. You want to know why most people never reach their full potential? Because they quit at the first sign of struggle. They run from difficulty. They avoid the pain. But pain is the price of progress. Discomfort is the price of growth. If you only do what's easy, you'll never get stronger. If you only do what's comfortable, you'll never level up. Every obstacle, every setback, every moment of doubt is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are tougher than anything life throws your way. So when life hits you, what are you going to do? Are you going to break? Are you going to fold? Or are you going to stand up and fight for what you want? Because let me tell you something. Life doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're scared, if you don't feel like it today. It's coming at you whether you're ready or not. And you can either take control or you can let it run you over. Every single day you have a choice. A choice to be disciplined or to be lazy. A choice to take action or to make excuses. A choice to keep pushing or to give up. And every choice you make is shaping your future. If you don't like your life right now, look at your choices. Look at your habits. Look at the way you spend your time. Because your future isn't built in some distant day. It's built today, right now, in the decisions you make in this moment. And if you're still waiting for the perfect time, let me be real with you. There's no perfect time. There's no ideal moment when everything falls into place. The perfect time is the moment you decide to stop waiting and start doing. Success doesn't happen when it's convenient. It happens when you show up, no matter what. When you stay locked in, no matter how you feel. When you push through, even when you don't see immediate results. You don't need motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings fade. What you need is discipline. What you need is a mindset that says, I will do this no matter what. You think the greats felt like showing up every day? You think champions woke up every morning feeling motivated? Number. But they showed up anyway. They put in the work anyway. They kept pushing day after day because they knew that success is built in the unseen hours, when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when no one believes in you. That's when champions are made. So, what about you? Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to outwork the old you? Are you willing to face yourself every day and refuse to settle? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Not them, not the competition, not the opinions of other people. It's you versus you. And the only question that matters is this. Are you willing to fight for the person you know you can become? Because that person, they're waiting on you. And the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is you. Now go. Make it happen. You know, in a world obsessed with speed, convenience, and instant results, there's one truth that we can't ignore.